What's up YouTube, this is Joe from Zephyr Wargames and I'm bringing to you guys a 2-card combo that utilizes all 3 Super Doom Kings post Ghosts from the Past 2. And so if you guys are followers of the channel and my particular content with DDD, you guys should know by now whenever new DD support gets released, announced, whatever, confirmed for a TCG, one of the first things I like to do is, can I end on all 3 Super Doom Kings nice and easily with the help of the support? And Urology King helps us do that. So if you don't know, DDD Urology King Vice Requiem is the brand new card coming out in Ghosts from the Past, along with a nice reprint of Go Zero King Rage. We're not using Rage with this combo in particular, which is a little bit of a shame, but we do what we do. But Urology King lets us get a nice free self-extending card that also gives our monster effects a nice little bonus when used as material, whether it's Fusion Synchro, XCs, whatever. So I'm going to show you guys the 2-card combo. All you need is access to Copernicus and Griffin. Gate is any replacement for either 2 of these as always, and if you do start with Gate plus any one of these 2 cards, your board does get a little bit better, and you'll see why at the end. So before I get into this, if you enjoy, give us a like and subscribe down below. Ding that notification, because obviously if you enjoy a person's content here on YouTube, you don't want to miss out on that content, and that notification bell helps prevent that. And all of that is greatly appreciated, and thank you guys so much for doing so. So with all that said and done, let's get into this 2-card combo. I can't take any credit for this combo, by the way, as much as I would love to. Unfortunately, I'm not that smart. I'll post the original video down in the description below, so you guys can check that out. It's a very nice little VTuber kind of like channel that does lots of different combos and demonstrates them nicely and perfectly, so you guys can witness how they are done. So we're going to start off with normal summoning our Copernicus. This uses his effect to send Necro Slime from deck to grave. We can then special summon Griffin since we control a DD. And then we link these 2 off nicely for our first Gilgamesh. We can use the Gilgamesh's effect to set in our scales Orthros and Ragnarok, and we take 1000 damage. And then we're going to pen summon out back our 2 DDs. As always, you can use Griffin's effect if you want to. We're not doing that for this combo. We're going to straight away overlay into Caesar, and then straight away after that overlay into our Marksman King Tail. We use King Tail's effect to burn our opponent for 1000 and reduce him by 1000. Also, another cool thing with this combo is that in terms of competitive use, as much competitive use as this combo has, you are going to put your opponents down by 1000 and you're going to be up by 1000 back. So do bear that in mind once we get to the end of the combo. After that, we're going to use these 2 and we're going to link summon off into our second Gilgamesh. This does not take 3 Gilgamesh, so that's also very nice. This activates King Tail's effect to send a DD from deck to grave. We're going to send our Vice Typhon from deck to grave. We're going to use Necro Slime's effect to banish it and a DD, but this I'm going to banish Copernicus. And we're going to make our Genghis. And then we're going to use Vice Typhon's effect to banish it and another DDD, or another DD. In this case, we're going to use Triple D Gilgamesh. And we're going to make our High Flame King Genghis. This triggers Genghis' effect to revive a DD. We're going to revive Marksman King Tail. And this triggers High Flame King Genghis to revive Caesar. From here, we're going to use the Orthros' effect to pop it, or a DD, and then pop a spell or trap. So we're going to pop the Caesar, and we're going to pop Pit Self. This triggers Caesar's effect to add a Dark Contract. We're going to add our Swamp King. Can't wait for that ultra rare. Then we're going to activate Swamp King, use this effect. So Fusion Summon a Triple D. We're going to send our Marksman King Tail from field to grave, and we're going to banish the Caesar from grave. And this is going to bring out our first Super Doom King, which is Purplish Armageddon. This triggers King Tail's effect to send a DD or Dark Contract from deck to grave again, because it's not once per turn. For here, we're going to send our Patent License. This activates our license to add a DD from grave or extra deck to our hand. We add our Orthros from extra deck to our hand. Next, we are going to use our Gilgamesh and overlay straight into our Deviser King Des Machina. I'm going to put him in the extra monster zone where he's nice and tight. From here, we're going to use our Ragnarok's effect to special summon a DD from our graveyard. From here, we're going to revive our Griffin. He was supposed to be in graveyard. I don't know why I put him in the extras, because he was overlay unit. From here, since we took 1000 damage from our Ragnarok, we're going to go Chain Link 1 Griffin and Chain Link 2 Orthros. Orthros is going to special summon itself since we took 1000 points of damage. So we're going to special summon our Orthros. And then Griffin's effect is going to add our DDD from or DD card from deck to hand. I haven't got any proxies because where I'm living at the moment, I don't have a printer. So this face down card is supposed to be the new Triple D Yourplaymat King Vice Requiem. He is a level 8 with a pendulum scale effect of you can target any number of dark contract cards you control and destroy them. And if you do, special summon this card from your pendulum zone. Then you can increase or reduce its level by the number of cards destroyed. Gains this effect of Yourplaymat King once per turn. And his monster effect that we're going to matter is that if this card is used for a Synchro Xyz or Link or Fusion summon, that monster gains this effect of once per turn you target card in your field, shuffle a dark contract from your grave or field into the deck, and if you do, destroy that card, then gain 1000 life points. So, since we're adding that to hand with our Griffin, from here we can use the level 4 Orthros and the level 6 Genghis and Synchro Summon into our Bright Armageddon. From here we're going to set the Yourplaymat King in our scale and use this effect to pop the Swamp King and special summon himself out and not alter his level. Since he's already level 8, we can now use level 8 Genghis, High Genghis and the Yourplaymat King and make our Doom King Armageddon. We're going to use Doom King's effect to attach the Orthros from our extra deck to it as material, and then we're going to use his effect. Since our life points are down by 2000 and our opponents are down by 1000, let's make that equal. So we're going to detach materials. Since we now gained the effect from Yourplaymat King, we're going to detach materials, pop our own Griffin and and then gain our life points back by 1000. And we're also going to shuffle back any of these cards. So we're going to shuffle back the Patent License into our deck. And that, guys, is the combo from simply 2 cards. Any access to Griffin and Copernicus, you can end on this. Is it competitive? Not necessarily. Though, if you want to know what this board actually gives you, you've got targeting effect protection thanks to our Bright Armageddon. Your opponent can't target monsters you control with card effects. And then we have Dark Armageddon, who I know he has something. Yes. Pendulum monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So all of our monsters are pendulum monsters. So none of them can be targeted and none of them can be destroyed by card effects. And they are all pretty big beefy boys themselves. 3500, 3500, 3500 and 3000. Now if you started the combo with a contract with the gate, your board will simply just look like this. Which means that now Deus Machina can actually use his effect twice to pop the first contract, steal an opponent's monster, and attach 2 materials to steal an opponent's monster. So you have 2 forms of disruptions through Deus Machina if you start with the contract, and you have complete protection from both targeting and destruction effects. And once per turn on your turn, Purple Armageddon can just simply pop a card your opponent controls and burn them for the attack. And then Super Doom King can pop 4 cards your opponent controls, for one for each pendulum monster you control. So guys, again, I hope you enjoyed this little fun 2-card combo post Ghost from the Past, utilizing Yourplaymat King Vice Requiem. I can't wait to get my hands on that and just simply play out the deck and play test the deck, knowing that everything that's DD is now fully accessible to us here in the TCG game. So, as always, like, comment and subscribe. Till next time, as always, stay safe and of course, happy dueling.